Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today I am having another look at the GAIA. I am going to go through the LFOs, the oscillators, mixer, filters, the amp and the effects. But yeah, I'm going to kind of concentrate on the main controls and how you can actually alter the sounds within the GAIA. I am kind of going to use the clear pad initially, which is very nice. And I hope you kind of had a look at my favourites from banks A and B. And apologies for my voice today, as I have got a bit of a throat infection. So if I sound a bit croaky during this, then I apologise. But I was wanting to try and get this done sooner rather than later. So let's say we'll start off with the oscillators, because that is kind of like obviously the main kind of area for altering the sounds. So as you can see from the lights, if you change patches, you will see that the lights change on here. Now they kind of correspond to what has been set. It might not be where the knob is, because obviously the knobs don't move, but you can tell from these lights that the clear pad, so oscillator 2 is in Assign, and oscillator 3 is a super saw. And if I kind of move this round, it'll say super saw up here, and then pulse, saw, try, and sine, and then you've got noise at the end. So oscillator 2 and 3 are exactly the same. Oscillator 1 is your wavetable. So that's quite unusual for Roland Synthes to have a wavetable oscillator. So I'll run through the kind of controls. So you've got a range and a pitch for each one. Range, pitch, range, pitch, range, pitch. And then for the wavetable, you've got the table. So you can select the table, and this one is in 18 skirt stake, whatever that means. So if you want to know what's going on with any of these kind of controls, push enter, and then you've got a whole map of what's going on. So you've got oscillator 1, 2, 3, and then it says the common, which is the kind of common controls like the tempo and stuff like that. So you've got the oscillator modulation and the envelope oscillation, and then you've got LFO 1, filter, so it just kind of goes up and down. You've got filter, envelope, LFO 2, then you've got the amp envelope, and then control, and then if you keep scrolling you get to the MFX, the chorus, reverse, and that is it. And then it goes down to this kind of bit at the bottom here, which is the effects order. So you can go in and change the effects order with that last one there. And then let's say you can just scroll back and forward. So if I want to find out what's happening with oscillator 1, I just push that, and then it says wave position 0, S mod table number 1, and the P mod limiter is on, and the wave actual name is skirt stake. So if I want to, I can just change that on here, and it'll go to 19 is bend wave, and then you've got digibark, ripple. So there's 63 wavetables. So let's say it's nice and easy to just change these either on here. So if I exit that, it will tell me on here at the bottom. So if we go to, let's try edge morph, and we'll just see what that sounds like. So if I change the position, you can see on the oscillator. So for instance, that wavetable is not making a huge amount of difference. So if we scroll back to maybe where we were, we'll just try. That's digibark. So you can see that's kind of making more of a difference. And then this is your mixer, so we could bring more of the wavetable in. So I normally set them at kind of 50-50. And you've also got pitch and range. So the LFOs, if you press Assign on the LFO, you can see the LFO 1, it says oscillator 1 pitch, and then LFO 2 is oscillator 1 position. And now that is kind of like standard, and then 2, 3, and 4 are off. So you've got 4 different things you can assign, and you can just change this. So we could change oscillator 1 pitch to oscillator 2 pitch, 3 pitch. It just goes through and it gives you everything that you can actually change. This is a really good synth for kind of learning how kind of synthesis works. So if I play this and then adjust the pitch, so that is kind of the sound. So that is the kind of pitch. So if we increase the depth, you can hear it. Basically that's what it's doing. It's just modulating that control. So that's it off, and that's it negative. Negative 63 plus 63, that's the kind of range. Right, and so LFO2 is going to adjust the position of the wave. And this is the wave. So that goes from 0 to 255. So we can have them both on. And then you have different sine wave. So we're on, it defaults to sine wave. So we'll just go through and we'll just switch this on, and we'll switch them on, and then we'll change the sign to the waves. That's soft. Square, random, and sample and hold. So that's sample and hold, you can see that. And then you've got step. You've got 4 of those that you can assign to each LFO. So that's what we started off with. So we'll have a look at the other oscillators. So the range goes from 2 to 64. And then you can pitch. Both pitches up. And then you've got the waves. 3 is super saw, and oscillator 2 is sine. So we could put them both on, say, try, and just see how that. So that's a saw on 3, and then you can adjust the shape. So it goes from 0 to 127. That's them both on saw. Let's put them both on super saw. And that's the mod fade, the cross mod. So that is kind of your oscillator section. We have got the filter and the amp. So this is, if I touch one of these controls, we'll see on the screen that you've got your kind of classic ADSR wave there. So for instance, we could bring up the sustain. So we've got decay, so we've got attack, decay. And it'll tell you on the screen here, decay time 159, 160, whatever. And then we can put the sustain up. And we can bring the release down a bit. So you can see that's sustaining that note longer, and we can put the release up as well. And then we've got the amp as well. So the amp, you can see we could add a bit more attack, take the delay down and the sustain down. And you've also got a level from 0 to 127 and the tone, so low and high. And the filter, you've got key follow and the envelope depth. So I normally have the key follow kind of around just about 50%. And then the depth about 50 as well. And you can see that is the same. That is obviously, the motion pad is obviously been assigned to the envelope depth. So if I'll just go clear this back to the pad, I'll put the drive on. The drive goes up to 255. I mean, it's not really going to work best on a pad, but, and then you've got your main cutoff. So we're around about 180, and then your resonance. So we can put maybe them at 50%. And then you've got your LFO type. So we're on low pass, so we need high pass. Basically not really going to get an awful lot. Band pass. And then low pass. And then you've got your slope, so you've got minus 12, minus 18, and minus 24. So it definitely sounds better in kind of minus 24. So the Multi FX, this is going to take quite a while to get through this one, because there's like about 50 of the damn things. So that's clear pad, that's the effects off. Effects on. And if we want to find out what's actually happening in the effects, we just go right to the end and hit Multi FX. So we're in chorus, so it's got the tremolo chorus switched on, and the pre-delay is set to 50, and if we scroll down, chorus sync is on, and the rate is 1/2, and the depth is 50, and that is about it. Trim, phase, balance, level 127. So that is the chorus. So if you want to change effect, you can either use the type button down here. So the chorus has got quite a lot. So if we start off with the first one, so hexachorus is the first one. Then you've got trem chorus, which is what it was on. And I'll just turn this up a bit. And then you've got space D, CE1, and then we can turn up the intensity. We've got the SDD 320, and then that's it. So that's your choruses. And then it goes into modulation, so you've got auto pan, slicer, arbitrary. And scatter. Choguru. Downer. And you've got overdrive. And then you can control these. So that is the drive. And you get different types. 3 stack, 2 stack. Distortion. Small, built in, 2 stack. Then you've got fuzz. Fattener, saturator, and wide saturation. And then you've got drive amp, you've got GT amp sim, EP amp sim, speaker sim, compressor, limiter. So you've got compressor, you've got limiter, you've got sustainer, transient, delay, and then we've got mod delay, 2-tap to pan delay, 3-tap pan delay, and reverse delay, tape echo, DX FX looper, and BPM looper, lo-fi compression, bit crusher, phonograph, pitch shift, 2V pitch shifter, combination is JD Multi, and that is the last of those. And like I said, you can go in and change, so you've got control 1, 2 and 3, and these will change depending on the type. And then you've got a dedicated chorus button. First one is the A sample, B combi and CGX. And then you've got your reverb delay, you've got type there as well. So you can automatically go to the reverbs there. And you've got control 1, 2, and that's the level sends. So if I go back to, if I exit that and go back and like I said, you can change the chorus. And reverb. Change that to delay instead of reverb. We could record a pattern for that as well, so let's record a pattern for that. So it's on motion record standby, so let's record some sort of weird kind of shape. So we exit that. And then you can still just play it manually, and then it'll snap back to the pattern. And then if we shift, we can just clear that, and that's it gone. So that's how easy it is to record a pattern. And you've got about 12 seconds, so you can kind of get some quite good kind of patterns, and you can slow up and speed down. Today, that is a kind of look at the main control section for the GAIA 2. So if you are enjoying these videos, please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment. And I will see you in the next one.